What's up, everybody? It's Ereaper here again, doing another League of Legends Let's Play. And today I am doing support Maokia, Mo. I don't know how you say his name, but I don't even care. I'm doing tree-man support. So anyway, my playing partner is going to be Caitlyn, and we'll go ahead and get straight into this game. Even though Maokia is usually a jungler, I decided I was going to try to play him support. He does have some support-like qualities, even though he's not top tier, he's not the best, he's not even really meta. But he does have a snare, he does have a knock-up, he does have some steroid bust to himself, and he does have his own heal with his passive. So, all in all, he's not horrible. He would be a fun pick. I do suggest playing him around sometimes. Again, though, it's not the most optimal support. He'll definitely get out-bullied by more tankier supports early game, like Leona and Tarek, even Thresh to a certain extent. But since we're going against an Annie-Jinx combo, I was pretty sure I could take it. Even though Annie has a lot of damage early game, my harass to her and then my level 2 will be stronger than hers. So I'm really banking on the fact that my snare is going to fuck up her stun. And you'll see in a minute what I'm talking about, what I mean by fuck up her stun. For Annie supports, they have to really be super aggressive in lane for it to be an effective role. And the best way to counter that is to be just as equally aggressive. More so on the Annie. So just like that, I'm going to go ahead and back it up and go into slow mode. I'm going to show you exactly what I mean by my snare out-countering Annie's stun. So when Annie comes in, she's going to try to run up to Caitlyn. She actually stuns me, but I pop off my snare at the same time. So the entire time that I'm traveling through the air, I'm actually stunned. And by the time I hit her again, I've actually gone out of the stun and come back into the game. So in that sense, I was able to trade with her equally and be able to push them out of lane. And then I turned around and jumped the Jinx a little bit and traded with her. But all in all, my Caitlyn came out on top, I came out on top, and they're both having to be pushed back a little bit. So, not too bad. Usually in lane, I wouldn't max saplings. I grabbed saplings first on them, but that was just because we're going against the Annie. And I wanted to do as much damage as I could before she actually got within range to pop her stun on us. But really, I would go between maxing W and Q, grab 2 points in Q early, and then continue to just max out your W, which is your snare. After that, though, it's pretty easy cleaning. I ran out of mana, so I wasn't able to finish off the Jinx. I'm just going to go ahead and push out the lane a little bit and grab a little CS and wait for my ADC to come back in lane, and then I was going to go ahead and back. On that back, though, I'm going to go ahead and grab myself an upgraded... Nope. I thought I upgraded my gold item, but all I did actually was grab a flask, which will be helpful for me in lane since Maokia does have a significant mana cost to his abilities. That's probably one of his weakest parts about being in lane. But with the flask, I should be able to do just fine. And of course, right there, Caitlyn really did all the damage. I just secured the kill for her by grabbing snare so she could finish it off. I didn't actually get the kill, but I just made sure she was able to clean up. So right now, not doing too bad. Pressuring this Annie as much as possible so we make her as useless. If the support is really behind, it really can put the ADC behind, especially now where it seems the supports are really more the leading role for the bot lane, that they get to determine when they go in on the other laners. So I'm going to go ahead and just keep trying to zone out Annie, keep trying to poke her out with my saplings as often as possible, and keeping her low so that when I do eventually jump in on her again, Caitlyn only needs to do a Q and an auto attack to finish her off. So I keep going back and forth to that tri-bush, even though I don't have a ward. I don't want the other people to know that, and since they don't know that I've used my trinket yet, I can continue to kind of fake it out with them. And let's go ahead and go back here and watch this one a little bit slower as I jump on the Annie. And I actually do take the kill this time, unfortunately, but that's all good. Caitlyn will still get an assist, but I jump down, pop my Q, kill her, flash over the Jinx wall so we don't get stunned. And then we're going to go ahead and turn around onto Deer and start beating him down, throw down my exhaust, hit my knocked up, snare him down, and we almost got him. I mean, I'm throwing saplings, I'm just trying to niche down as much as I can so that Caitlyn only needs to finish him off. She pops her ultimate to get him, but then Jinx blocks it using her barrier. So, we were unfortunately not be able to secure a kill there, but we were able to push him out of lane, which does mean that Caitlyn is going to have free roam to go ahead and farm up this lane until they get back. And that's more experience and more CS that Jinx is going to be missing. So I'm going to go ahead and sit in this bush, pick up a few more gold, a little bit more experience, and then I'm going to go ahead and back, and I'm going to buy some more items. Oh, I guess I didn't back. I'm going to go ahead and stay in lane. I guess I'm going to push it up a little bit more, try to see if I can't get some more gold. I'm probably missing just a little bit for an item or two. But I'm going to go ahead and back now, and I'm going to grab my upgraded version of my gold item, and then I'm going to grab a Glacial Shroud, which will give me more mana, cooldown reduction, so I can spam my abilities, and more armor, so I have more survivability in lane. So at this point, we have Vi coming in. She's trying to do a lane gank. Either that, or she thought Udyr was in lane, and she wanted to come and make sure he didn't try to gank us. But Udyr was in mid, so Vi decided to leave, and she's making her way towards that way. Which she does, in fact, run into Udyr, and we decide we're going to try to go help her out. But she didn't need our help because she's Vi and she's awesome like that. So again, it's just back down to the poke game between the bottom laners. I'm just going to keep doing my saplings, keep pushing them up and aside. And then, of course, we get another awesome snare gank by me. I'm going to go ahead and jump down onto the jump down onto the Jinx and pop my ultimate. So the snare, the knock up, ultimate, and she actually flashes out so she doesn't take the damage from my ultimate. Caitlyn gets killed off by Annie, and then I turn around and I'm able to get the Jinx. But right now I'm getting a little bit low, and with Tibbers there, I'm not so secure that I can actually face Annie, and she's actually dealing a significant amount of damage to me. So I'm going to go ahead and run back. I'm going to jump down, snare her, heal myself off my passive. And I was hoping that tower shot would have killed her, but unfortunately that shield that she popped gave her just enough armor and magic resist so she could survive. I went ahead and threw one of my minions over the wall, see if I could help out Vayne, and I'm going to go ahead and just sit here and push the lane a little bit. I was going to help Vayne chase down Udyr, but he just ran away. And once I got that, I'm going to go ahead and back and buy some more. So now that I have enough gold, I went ahead and grabbed myself a Sight Stone. That way I can watch out for more of these Udyr ganks and just generally have more vision around the map, which is good, so I don't have to spam my don't have to spam my saplings so much. Wow, my tongue is really twisted today. But I went ahead and accidentally stole that kill. I was trying to make sure that he didn't get away, but I ended up being a douchebag and taking it from Caitlyn. But at this point, we're both really fed. I'm 3-0-2, and my Caitlyn is 4-2-3, and we're actually just about to take this tower. So as far as our lane is going, we're actually winning it. And now that we're winning it, another good thing about Maokia support, if you're winning your lane, you're doing good in your lane, you can actually start to roam around the map a little bit as Maokia support. I can roam up to mid. I could gank Gragas for Fizz, who actually really doesn't need help at this point in the game. Fizz is doing fantastic against Gragas. He's 2-2-0 right now, but he's not doing fantastic against Gragas. Huh. Gragas is they're actually on the same amount of kills and deaths, and Gragas is ahead on creep kills. But, as I remember during this game, that Gragas was doing nothing but complaining about how broken Fizz was. So, I guess at some point that matchup is going to turn around. But anyway, we turn back to lane. I'm going to go ahead and try to help Caitlyn push this back out. I'm pretty sure that we can catch one of them and then push for a tower. I tried to get over the wall to jump to Annie so I can be sneaky, but they popped a ward and they saw me there, so I just went back to lane. Not that Caitlyn needed my help. Annie is now so underfed because of my early game that she can literally just jump in down on top of her. Went ahead and turned my attention onto the Jinx because I knew that Caitlyn had Udyr, and I popped my ultimate to just ensure that he didn't do a lot of damage to her, and in fact that worked out really well for us. She picked up the double kill, and we're actually going to grab another tower out of this. So now that we got that tower, we're going to make our way towards the mid lane, see if we can't gank this Gragas and help out Fizz, who, even though he's a little bit ooh, Fizz, that was so lucky he didn't die there. But anyway, everyone's starting to group in mid now. We're really trying to push the tower. We're going to siege it up. And actually, as far as sieging go, we have a better team for it between me and Caitlyn. Fizz can jump in on someone who tries to get in on us, and then we have Vi for our tankiness. And all the while we are sieging this, the entire other team is down here in mid, and they're ignoring our Naxxes at top lane, who just went ahead and took out a tower, and he is going to continue to push that lane up, which is fine. Between me and Vi, we have enough tankiness. We can jump in on someone like this. I pop my ultimate. I'm actually taking on everybody. I get a double kill from the ultimate, and then a triple kill because I pop around and kill the Trundle real quick. So, that's another benefit to Maokia, because you build him tanky, he takes more damage, and then when he pops his ultimate, it will deal out more damage to the people that are caught in it. So, at this point, I went back to go buy, and I got myself a Giant's Belt. I finish off my Glacial Shroud into an Iceborne Gauntlet, and I'm really making my way towards a Warmog. I want to have a lot more health, so that way I can heal more. I can stand longer in my ultimate and take more damage, so I can deal it back out. Even though I'm getting a little low and Gragas finished me off with his ultimate, it's not going to be long now till they surrender, and I think it comes up in a second or so, the surrender vote. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, guys, that was Maokia support. Glad y'all stayed and watched.